Okay, so here we have an exclusive interview with Denis Urubko, one of the most successful climbers of all time, we can say. And we are just past a 2-hour presentation which Denis held on some of his climbs in the Tian Shan in Kazakhstan, which is his native country. And he also talked about some of the 4,000er he climbed. So here we are, and I'm about to ask you some questions. And what really got me interested is the part on training. You said that you mixed the Soviet system with the Western system.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell me what the difference is, the major difference between the Soviet system and the Western, the European system?
For example, European system of climbings, you climb by bolted routes, a lot of.
Yes.
And quantity of the meters of the climbs is not so high, not so much meters. For example, people climb 2-3 routes. It means 90 meters per day, 100 meters per day, 150. Okay. But in our practice, we have another system. We have a rope from the upper side, and we make a training on the rocks is many meters, about 1,200, 1,500 per day.
In one day, yeah.
Yes.
Actually, sorry,
It's another system, because if you fell down, for example, you never jump, you never get real insurance as in mountaineering. But this training we make also, but in other place. This is quantity of meters that you climb.
Right.
And it's first. Second, it's very important about running. Because very few foreigner climbers, as I know, make run in mountains. Mm-hmm. Probably it's from reality of the living situation in the cities, because it's very flat cities sometimes. For example, Amsterdam. But it's necessary to get training to run in mountains. It's also very important.
Yeah, yeah.
As in my city.
As in your city.
No. We have every year, twice, probably 3 times per year, we have training there. Sometimes people from Europe are not able to go in the mountains so high during 2-3 seasons. We are able to move there every year.
There all summer.
Yes, yes. And there is also interesting appointment that many foreign climbers try to do new routes. In our country, not so many climbers try to open new pages, new ways in the faces, but we follow examples that people make another many years ago, sometime 50 years ago. And we make it as exercises for one very strong push. Foreign climbers make 5-6 routes, new routes per season for strong climbers, I mean. And after they get rest. We make good training on the roads that already climbed, and after make one push, for example. It's a many difference, and I'm glad to see that I understand Western system and Russian system. Yeah. I try to join it, of course.
Yeah, mix it. Okay, one very common question is, can you train for the cold? How do you train for the cold?
No.
For minus 40? No.
Nora knows how I like warm. Every time I never get a training, but in reality, when I get minus 40, for example, I feel not so bad. I don't know why it happened. No, really, I have no trainings for the cold.
Yeah, okay. What about, okay, we can say that you're a good mountaineer, let's say.
Thank you very much.
You're pretty good. And you also coach a lot of people.
Not a lot of, but some of them.
Okay.
Sorry, our section is about 50 people now.
Okay, and nowadays in mountaineering, there is a lot of talk about how the mind, what's inside your head, affects your performance. Do you deal with that, or is it all natural? So do you concentrate, or do you meditate, or do you do anything to your mind that will help your performance or motivation?
No. Sorry. It's I know the system. Sometimes people use yoga, sometimes meditations. Yes, it's difficult system, but I'm only soldier.
Yeah.
Really. Sorry, I'm not so clever probably, but I'm working only for trainings, and I know that if you pay, I mean not by money, but by yourself here in the training process, if you pay a lot of, you will get good result.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's normal.
Okay. Can you just say a few words about what exercises you do? So you said you run. You said you climb top rope.
Not run.
No.
Run in mountains.
Run in mountains.
In the steep slopes.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
For example, the difference between Medeo is one point in the valley of our mountains, and one of summit it's 3,000 meters.
Yeah.
And we make this ascent in the training process sometimes. It's detail, it's small detail, but it's big difference that give you possibility to get so strong efforts for that you will use for high altitude push. This is detail. What more?
You do push-ups or lift weights?
Yes, but it's also it's normally. Look, it's normally, but you need to follow one. I follow one decision. I have one specification, and I make it every time. Every time. If you try this or try another system or try a third system, probably it's not so good sometimes.
Yeah.
If you decide for your body, you need to work like this. You can do.
Yeah. Yeah. One last question. Okay. You said we can, at the presentation, you said we can ask you about money. So I'm going to ask you about money. You said something about financing your expeditions, that the government doesn't give you money.
For expeditions, but they pay me, defense ministry pay me salary, of course, as for officer. And also I find some sponsors.
Yeah.
For expedition I find companies, for example, Electrolux, yes, was company. You saw on the summit of Broad Peak. New Tech is also company in Almaty. Rat, there is from Israel company.
Yeah, and maybe also
this is Severa. This is my personal sponsor.
Oh,
it's different between sponsor for expedition and your personal sponsors for clothes. And I feel list for them is good to get some results, some about my expedition, about sponsorship of this company. It's everybody glad.
Is it getting easier and easier to find sponsors for you, or it's hard?
It's every time hard. Sponsorship is not a job. Sponsorship for me is friendship every time.
I see.
I find so good people sometimes. For example, New Tech company. We are in good relationship. They worry about me every time, and they become friends. Yes. And I am very glad that I found many friends in the world, in different countries, because I meet many people in mountains in the expeditions, and after we spent time in Spain, in Italy, yes, also in Budapest here. It's so nice. Thank you very much. It's a very nice city, Nora. Yes, like this.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.